Welcome to this week's edition of the Central Arkansas Football Report, along with head coach Clint Conque. I'm Justin Acri. The Bears roll in their home opener this year against Bacone, 70-3, and coach undefeated on the stripes last year and off to a great start again this year with that big win.
Well, very proud of our football team. I thought we showed a great deal of maturity tonight, great deal of maturity in our preparation. Thought our coaches were on point. The kids played hard for 60 minutes, and and certainly let me say this, I thought Bacone College came in and played hard. We've got a great deal of respect for the NAIA. A great part of our tradition is NAIA football, and but played a lot of young men, certainly executed a pretty high level the majority of the night, and good to come home finally and get this first win of the season here at home on the stripes.
That's right. Well, last year, of course, debuted the stripes and had a lot of success this year, and get to debut the sweets, and we're actually going to take a little closer look at that. So it was certainly a big night and a big win for the Bears as they get ready to head into conference play next week, but it was certainly a great way to go into or finish up the non-conference schedule. Take a look at all these great highlights from that 70-point win or 70-point performance tonight coming up.
Sponsored by Conway Chamber of Commerce, AT&T, All Clean Restoration Services, Crane Automotive, AT&T Real Yellow Pages, Sonic Drive-In, Log Cabin Democrat, and Zaxby's.
Whether it's Kevin's smartphone, Mom's smartphone, Dad's tablet, or Lauren's smartphone, AT&T has a plan built to help make families' lives easier. Introducing AT&T Mobile Share. One plan lets you share data on up to 10 devices with unlimited talk and text. Add a tablet for only $10 per month. The more data you share, the more you save. AT&T.
Flooding happens. When it does, call All Clean Restoration, Arkansas's solution to disaster restoration, flooding, fire and smoke, tornado, and more. We are Arkansas's #1 restoration company, able to reverse the damage of any disaster, large or small, and get your home or business back to the way it should be.
Tell your insurance company you prefer All Clean Restoration.
All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
Welcome back, Coach. Coming off a very exciting win on the road last week against Murray State, first win of the season, and again, you got conference game a week away. This was sort of an interesting game this week, and an opportunity for you guys to really look inward and work on some things.
Absolutely. The approach we took as a program this week was to continue to build upon the positive things we've done the first 2 weeks against Ole Miss and Murray State. But certainly to work in some areas that we felt like we needed to address, run game being one, tackling, continue to build on our kicking game. And so we really focused more on us this week, and certainly thought we saw some improvement in some areas tonight.
All right, well, let's take a look at the first half highlights. And you guys did start with the ball, and unfortunately the opening drive stalled. Kevin Buford, another solid performance from him, and good job on the coverage teams right there. Actually got a little help from a Bacone player who took out the return man right there. But then your defense, this is one of the very few positive runs. I believe they were under 100 yards for most of the evening.
Well, our defense, I thought, was spectacular, holding Bacone to a total of, I think, 109 yards on the night. And you can see right here, we forced a punt. And their punter did a great job of either kicking it away from Jesse Grandy or with hang time.
Yeah.
And I thought this was a big play in the game right here. On our second series, we actually missed this read on the first series, and Winrick Smothers, the junior from Destrehan, Louisiana, 44 yards for a touchdown to give us an early lead.
Yeah, that was a good, solid one-play drive, Coach, and those are the most fun. So 7-0 at this point with 11:34 to go in the first quarter. And on the next series, we're going to see here in a little bit, many guys got playing time for the first time, or extensive playing time for the first time, and had a few guys actually that were involved in their first touchdowns at UCA. But the defense back on the field here now and creating havoc once again. Actually, one of the better throws of the night for the Warriors right there, but this drive stalled out.
Well, I thought they came in and played hard. You can see right here, I thought the receiver made a nice adjustment on a cover 2 look, sitting in the void area. They come back on the zone read. Good gang tackling right here. But this drive's going to stall as well, and we force a punt. And again, excellent hang time by their punter, and we weren't able to get our punt return game going, but we were able to score on that unit a little bit later.
Another nice run right here by Winrick Smothers down the sideline, gets out of bounds, avoids the contact.
Come back here with the bubble screen. We're running our up-tempo offense to Jesse Grandy, the senior from Dollaway and Pine Bluff. Stretch play to Jackie Hinton Jr. Come back with the power gap play. We get it down close, and then off a play action pass down here in the goal line area. Chase Dixon, his first touchdown catch of his career, and gives us a 2-score lead. Eddie Camara, the sophomore from Cedar Hill over in Texas, one of his 10 extra points on the night.
Yeah, and a tale of 2 drives there, Coach. One drive was a 1-play drive, and this one was a 10-play, 87-yard drive that ate up almost 4 minutes of clock time.
Well, great hustle right there. Joe Carmichael, the sophomore from Monticello, on the tackle in our kick coverage units. We got fooled on a play action pass. Our safety there got his eyes in the wrong place, slipped a little bit, and they were able to get over the top. Maybe the longest play that they had of the night. Another nice run here. Again, I thought that they came out and played hard. Unfortunately, they weren't able to finish the drive, but fortunately for us, we're able to come back right here. We hit Des Lewis, I believe, right there on the quick hitch out of our no-back package.
Yeah, and that last play was a good run by the quarterback, and then ended up being a fumble. So again, Bears take over, and boy, nice run up the gut right there.
Yeah, Terrence Bobo, the senior from Atkins, I thought he had a really good night, both running and catching the ball out of the backfield. Then right here, Bobo on the inside zone, for our next touchdown.
Yeah, 6-yard run to make it 21-0. And you were down. Anthony Blackman not available, although we'll see Willy Matthews later in the highlights. Had a fantastic game, but you could tell that Terrence was certainly excited about opportunities for him, and very explosive both in the run game and actually in the pass game later on.
Well, we feel like we've got quality depth and good players there at the running back position with Hinton, Bobo, Blackman, Matthews, and others. And this is a huge play. Speaking of, Willy Matthews, the sophomore from Memphis, blocks the punt, and Des Lewis, the sophomore from Mesquite, Texas, with the scoop and score.
Yeah, it's almost unfair. I mean, pretty good set of hands there trying to scoop one up right there in Desmond Lewis, and fantastic job by the sophomore as he makes the most of the opportunity, gets it in to make it 28-0.
Well, that's one of 2 touchdowns that Des will score on our punt block and punt return unit. Mm-hmm. Again, excellent coverage right here. Good job there. Short drive, 3 and out for Bacone College, and again, Grandy's forced to call for a fair catch.
Well, he's coming off a Special Teams Player of the Week performance in the Southland Conference, and I know he was frustrated at times, Coach. I told Sully it was like waking up on Christmas morning over and over again and not having anything under the tree. But boy, this is a great gift right here, and this looked like a pretty innocuous play. It looked like it was going to be a nice little gainer. Next thing you know, Terrence Bobo goes 45 yards to the house, and the extra point makes it 35-0 at that point.
Yeah, we saw a sequence there with senior Dominique Kroom caught a curl route. And then of course, Winrick went through his reads, and nice job by Terrence getting down the sideline, picked a block up by one of the outside receivers. Our defense right here, we miss a tackle at the point of attack, but we're swarming. This is on 3rd down, and we force another Warrior punt. And again, good hang time, and Grandy's forced to call for the fair catch. We didn't see this right here, but we had a center exchange problem on a shotgun snap, and on the first play of our drive, and defense had to come in on a short field. Did a great job holding them to a field goal. The only points that Bacone would score all night.
Yeah, 35-3 at this point with 8:31 to go in the first half. Bears not done though, and
well, an excellent return there by Jesse Grandy, and You know, he's an exciting player, and he gives us some big play opportunities, you know, all over the field. We got play pass right here, and I thought Winrick made an outstanding decision right here. He gets down after, you know, good coverage, but positive play. Come back here to Bobo, I believe. Good push by the offensive line. We challenged those guys this week, and I think they responded, obviously, in a big way. Come back on a little stick game to senior Brett Soft from Wichita, Kansas. Good job, Brett. Saw his parents at practice on Friday.
And Coach, at the end of this drive here, really the only disappointing throw maybe that Winrick made all night, tried to force one in the end zone and gets picked off here.
Yeah, no question. We talked to him about it. Certainly be a learning moment for him, but again, able to come back on this next series here and operate a 2-minute situation.
And then punt it away here, Coach. But you get it back, and then again, granting no opportunity right there. You can tell, if, you know, and frustration sets in because he knows he wants to have an opportunity, of course, coming off a big week the week before at Murray State. But offense makes the most of the opportunity here, trying to punch one more in before the end of the half. And
well, good job there by Winrick on the check down. Great protection again. He comes back underneath to Bobo. Nice move.
Dragged down by his helmet. Yeah, you get a penalty there, so that puts you deep in the red zone here.
And you know, we're pretty blessed to have some size at wide receiver. And here on the fade route, Desmond Lewis, once again, the sophomore goes up, and we're able to execute a 2-minute drive here at the end of the half and get more points.
Yeah, 42-3, and I don't want to, you know, get Desmond too overhyped here, and you've had a lot of good ones come through here, Coach, but I cannot remember seeing a college receiver much better at going up for a jump ball than Desmond Lewis.
Well, he's a very talented young man, and of course he was slightly injured last week, but had a good week of practice, and it was good to get those points there right before the end of the half.
So 42-3, the Bears go in at the break with a big lead. We'll take a look at the second half highlights coming up.
Hey, Jay Myers here for Crane Buick GMC in Conway, and we are big supporters of the UCA Bears. What we want to know is, what's your favorite Bear call? Bear call number 1. Bear call number 2. Bear call number 3. Go Bears! Go Bears! Go Bears! Vote for your favorite Bear call at Crane Buick GMC's Facebook page, plus bring in your ticket stub for an extra $500 off your next purchase. Only at the GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC. Go Bears! Go Bears! Go Bears! Go Bears!
Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Again, Bears up 42-3 at the half, and of course on the second half they'll be kicking off, and had Jace Denker in there again, Coach, kicking off, the lefty from Bryant.
Did a solid job. Missed a couple of his kicks. We came back with Eddie Camara, and I think that's going to be a real position of strength for us. We were able to get this one out a little past the 25. But again, my concern coming out at the half was not that the game was in jeopardy, but you see right here, Josh Jones, the junior from Shreveport, one of his 2 interceptions on the night, was that we play clean, and we certainly wanted to do that. We've got Ryan Howard, the sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama, in the game, and his first touchdown throw of his career right here to senior Dominique Kroom. 2 young men from Alabama hooking up here on our first score in the second half.
Yeah, and he was 2 for 2 in the game. We saw him throw that back shoulder toss the week before at Murray State, and when he came in at the end of the game, and boy, another nice throw right there, and a great adjustment by your senior Dominique Kroom, and extra point is up and good, and that makes it 49-3.
Well, Ryan has a command and understanding of our offense and our expectations. Certainly he's not the foot athlete that maybe Smothers or Jacoby Walker is, but they got a good quick release and throws a good catchable ball, and it was good to see Ryan come in and take us down and get a score after the turnover.
Pretty long run right here by the Warriors, one of their longer runs of the day. And then they try to punt it here, and it goes over the punter's head, and Desmond Lewis is Johnny on the spot again, Coach. Picks it up, runs it in from 18 yards out, and all of a sudden it's 56-3. And boy, was he in the right place at the right time a couple of times, and also had a touchdown catch of his own. So big night for Desmond Lewis.
You know, we've probably gotten more production from our punt return and block unit in the first 3 games than we got probably in the last couple of years, and that's really encouraging to see. And you can see right here the kick coverage team. We get Bacone back down inside the 20-yard line and force another punt. One of 13, I believe, on the night.
Did put pressure on there, but again, another high punt, and one that is not going to be returned.
Well, we've inserted Willy Matthews in the game here, and you can see Willy is very quick, has great speed, which we'll see here in a minute. You know, Willy's just, you know, he's in there with 3 seniors, and it's a difficult situation, but it's, you know, great effort right there by the sophomore. Unfortunately, he stepped out of bounds. We insert Jacoby Walker into the game, the sophomore from Houston, Texas, and Jacoby's able to punch it in on a quarterback power, which that was the second play of his career here at the university, and he's got 2 touchdowns on the year.
That's right, and yeah, very efficient, I would say. So here's the ensuing kickoff after that. But yeah, you got to be pleased with your quarterback play. And again, you know, like you said, pretty clean second half, despite the fact you guys were substituting in a lot on both sides of the ball.
Well, and then the kicking game as well, and I felt like, and of course we kicked off quite a bit, but I felt like they were able to get a couple of 3 returns out that we'll need to go back and evaluate and make sure, you know, we're doing the right things. But nice throw and catch by Bacone on offense. We're liberally substituting at this point now. And as I mentioned earlier, I believe we played probably nearly 70 players in this game. And that will, you know, pay tremendous dividends, you know, for our football team, you know, not only in the short term, but certainly the long term.
Another high punt right here, and no return again.
We come back here, Ryan Howard on play pass. Nice job by Damian Watts, the sophomore from Texarkana, his first collegiate catch at 37 yards. Willy Matthews run. Right here, you know, Ryan steps up. We got to get rid of the football, but he's sacked for a loss of 1, and now we have to bring Kevin Buford in, the senior from Greenville, Mississippi, and Kevin did a nice job of punting, and our coverage was really good the entire night.
And that one goes off on the sideline, no return there. And then defense back to work, causing problems again.
Well, and right here, Marvin Mitchell, the sophomore transfer from West Hills Community College, had a big sack last week against Murray State. He's able to get an interception, and the Bears are able to get the ball back. And Mr. Matthews goes to work right here. Great job by the offensive line. 83 yards later, another touchdown.
Yeah, when you see a guy run through the angle of the defender, I mean, it's pretty impressive. And yeah, Willy Matthews is a special kind of running back. That's an explosive play. 83 yards total, and another one of those one-play drives. Can't get enough of those. 16 seconds, 70-3 now after the extra point, and it was the first time since I believe 1976 that a Bear football team had scored into the 70s, and a lot of things had to go right to make that happen. But boy, good to see the Willy get loose on that, and good to see that run game get going.
Well, it really was. It was, you know, very disappointing last week that we didn't run the ball any better, but certainly Murray State had something to do with that. I thought actually in the first half against Ole Miss in our season opener, we ran it extremely well. But last week it was vacant a little bit, and it was good. I think we had over 350 yards rushing as a team. You know, Justin, we only threw 21 passes, and so it was good to get the running game going. And I thought by and large, except for the interception, you know, we threw the football, you know, very efficiently. Very proud of the defense. Basically, they pitched a shutout outside of the, you know, the short field goal after the offensive turnover.
Another punt here by Buford, and pretty good coverage all night, certainly, and that was a good one there. Didn't go anywhere.
Well, after Bacone was forced to punt, we come back again with the ground game. Once again, Willy Matthews, and probably playing several different combinations now on the offensive line. We've got Jacoby Walker in the game. Good job by the offensive line, Jacoby. Big young man at 220 pounds. We tried to get a couple throws with him. We had a penalty or two, but as you can see right here, he's a load to bring down.
And you go into the victory formation, and that'll be that. 70-3, the final, and again, a great performance by the Bears, and certainly a lot of young guys that'll have a lot of confidence going forward after getting a great opportunity to play.
Well, this should give us some momentum. Certainly, we were really excited. It was terrific to play at home, and we had rain all day, and you know, just about filled up the stadium. And you know, I really want to thank our fans and our students in particular to come out on kind of a dreary day today, but our young people were really excited about playing at home, and I think it showed today by how we performed.
And I was impressed at how many people hung in there after halftime too. So I mean, the game was certainly well in hand after 2 quarters, and it's great to see the folks hang in there. And we now take a look at our play of the game, Coach, and we go back to early in the ball game. It was the one that kind of set the tone. It was Winrick Smothers on that second offensive possession for your team. He takes off and goes 44 yards right up the gut.
Well, we had missed this read on the first drive, and Winrick got it right. We came back and talked to him about it, and was able to make a nice move. Showed a little speed, and picked up a couple of blocks and was able to get in the end zone, give us that early 7-0 lead.
All right, well, after the break, we'll come back and take a look at our players of the game. But before we do that, we are going to take a little time to take a look inside the skyboxes across the way here, Coach. And, you know, we've been in the weight room already this year, but certainly the facilities every year, the experience every year, continue to upgrade here on campus.
Well, you know, Dr. Brad Teague, our Director of Athletics, did a wonderful job of putting together the luxury skyboxes and suites. It only enhances our game day atmosphere, you know, and certainly it's a great place a great venue to watch the game. And University has made jumps by leaps and bounds in my 13 years here, and certainly this is part of the Division I move. It's a revenue stream for the athletic department, and very impressive facility when you get into it.
All right, here's a little more on the skyboxes.
You know, we're very excited, first of all, that our new suites have turned out so well, and it's such a nice day to have the open house and have all of our fans and friends coming to look at these suites. Not only are they very luxurious, but they turned out better than we all expected. And I think all of our suite holders are very pleased with them, and that's all they keep talking about is how nice it is up here. And this is at UCA and in Conway, Arkansas, so that makes us proud, yes. But certainly having premium seating like Skybox Suites, enhances the image of the whole institution. Certainly enhances the athletics program, and it's just another component of trying to further enhance the image of this football program and the rest of the sports, but it also enhances the image of the institution. And that's what we always hope to do, is just have a great UCA. And I've spoken to many of the suite holders today and then prior to today, the ones who have been up to already decorate their boxes, and they are thrilled, absolutely thrilled, better than they thought. They knew it was going to be nice, and they had no idea how nice, and they are very pleased and very happy with their investment in our UCA program.
We're really excited about these skyboxes. This is something that Brad came to see me early on and talked about it. And I took the message back to Centennial Bank, and we said, yeah, we definitely want to be a part of it. You see us here today, we're in the Centennial Bank room. And by the way, I'm co-founder of Centennial Bank with Johnny Allison. And we'll all be up here Saturday, all of us who started the bank and our directors will all be here to participate in this really, really exciting event here at UCA. We think this is going to really take us to the next level. We've already been up a lot of levels, but another one up, having this beautiful, beautiful facility.
The smoked chipotle burrito is really good.
Yeah, my zesty cheesesteak burrito is great.
Are you familiar, Pete, with the phrase, don't mess with success?
Yeah.
Because this is not only messing with success, this is taking success to the cliff and shoving success over.
Success said, oh, please, don't do anything, leave me alone.
These burritos didn't even hear that. They heard, oh, put, and that was it. It was just like, wah. Egg everywhere.
Wake up to sirloin steak and fluffy eggs with the new zesty cheesesteak and smoked chipotle breakfast burritos. This is how you Sonic.
Real Yellow Pages, YP.com, and YP.com on your mobile. More ways to search, more ways to find. Only from AT&T.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at our players of the game. We're going to start on the offensive side. And, Coach, I don't know if a star was born on Saturday with a 70-3 win, but certainly Willy Matthews made a statement that he's here to play.
Well, the sophomore from Memphis on 10 carries had 153 yards and a touchdown. Certainly we saw him block a punt earlier in the game. We got to see Willy a little bit last year against Southeast Louisiana. He had a big game. We feel like we've got a deep backfield with 3 or 4 guys. Willy's going to be a key ingredient in that moving forward. The biggest thing is we've got to keep him healthy as he continues to learn and grow in our offense. But he had a big night here tonight.
Yeah, 10 carries, 153 yards, and by my estimation, Coach, it's like a 15.3-yard average. I'm not a mathematician, but that one's pretty easy even for me. And a touchdown, certainly. On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to go to Josh Jones. And 2 interceptions, I mean, a very big performance for him, and certainly, like you said, got to play a lot of guys on that side of the ball.
Yeah, and you know, Josh has been a starter for us in the past. He was a backup tonight and came in and made 2 big plays for us, set up scores on both of his interceptions, and then contributed also with a couple of tackles.
All right, and also going to take a look at our log cabin stat of the game, and boy, there was a real focus going in on this one to get that ground game going, and like you talked about, not a lot of passes thrown in this game, but definitely saw the run game come on back and came back in a big way.
Well, the offensive line deserves a lot of credit for this. We had 353 yards rushing tonight, and certainly the quarterbacks and the running backs were the beneficiaries of all those yards, but it was the offensive line, Bill Best, our line coach, you know, just creating an attitude and a commitment to running the football. And certainly we know that it'll be difficult to duplicate these kind of nights, but certainly give us some confidence moving forward. The other thing, too, is we scored 70 points.
Yeah.
It hasn't been done here since the 70s, and so, you know, it was a good night.
Yeah, and defensively, too. I mean, if we're going to stay on the run game,
Yep.
31 carries for Bacone, 31 yards, so pretty darn good average.
Well, Matt Williamson and his staff put together a dominating performance, and our players went out and executed the plan. And, you know, again, we're tackling a little bit better, and we've just got to clean up a couple things moving forward. That's why we practice. And certainly the challenges get a little bit better, a little bit bigger next week.
Yeah, well, let's get right into that. Sam Houston State comes calling, the defending Southland Conference champion, national runner-up, and certainly a lot of weapons offensively, a lot to prepare for this week.
Yeah, you know, Richard Sincere, their Wildcat quarterback, Tim Flanders, their all-time leading rusher. You know, just a cast of returning starters on both sides of the football. I believe they have 18 returning starters. They took Baylor tonight deep into the 4th quarter. Last year they beat New Mexico. But it's certainly going to be good to be playing at home again, get them on the stripes, and you know, and have them travel to us. Just really need our fans and our students to come out, our alumni. This is a big football game. We haven't played one like this in a while. A very talented team that Coach Fritz has at Sam Houston, and we'll need to have a great week of practice, but we need this 12th man atmosphere and make the stadium electric. Southland Conference TV, ESPN 3. So the focus is on Conway, Arkansas next week, and we certainly want to play well.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck this week.
Appreciate it.
I want to remind everybody, too, it's a 3 o'clock kick next Saturday as the Bears prepare to take on the Bearcats of Sam Houston State. It's going to be a lot of fun here, and we'll have highlights for you and reaction from this one next week on the Central Arkansas Football Report.
If you're coming to Conway for football, get ready to put your game face on. For shopping, dining, accommodations, and more, come for football. Stay to play. Learn more at conwayarkansas.org.